Hey guys, Superhero Movie Reactor here, and I'm about to react the top 10 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video games. So I'm going to do this quick because it's 10 minutes. So here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Wait. Quick. Let's go. And booyah! Yes.
Cowabunga! Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles video games.
It shows the movie too, right?
For this list, we'll be shredding it up with the one who leads, the one who does machines, the one who's cool but rude, and of course, the party dude. We'll only be looking at games that have already been released at the time of writing, even if the trailer to a certain new Ninja Turtles game looks pretty radical. With that said, it's time to unleash
I would love to play
power.
that. Looks cool.
Number 10, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Manhattan Missions. Most of the TMNT video games we grew up with were based on the classic cartoon series. Manhattan Missions was different. Released exclusively for the PC, this game was based on both the Mirage comics and the first movie. You know, the one where the turtles swear and Raph almost dies.
1990.
Is he? No, he's alive. Barely. Yeah, this game ditched a lot of the goofy fun in favor of a darker tone. From characters resembling their movie counterparts to everything taking place at night. The plot is still the same formula you'd expect, though. Save April, fight the bad guys, stop Shredder, but it's all told in a way that looks like you're flipping through a comic book.
Oh my gosh.
Number 9, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, NES.
NES.
1989.
That's... Oh! Yes!
No, we still haven't beaten this one, and no, we don't know anyone that has.
Of course!
The very first Ninja Turtles game is one of the most difficult titles in the NES library.
Yeah.
Your goal is to get the Life Transformer gun from Shredder because it could potentially restore Splinter to his human form. Along the way, you have to save April, deactivate bombs, and, I don't know, that's about as far as we got.
Of course.
Well, despite our controller throwing rage over this game, we can't help our warm, nostalgic feelings for it. After all, you always remember your first, right?
Yes. That's me. Yeah.
Number 8, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Back from the Sewers.
This I never heard. From where? Let me know in the comments below.
The second Turtles game, released on the Game Boy, followed the beat-em-up formula that the franchise was establishing for itself, but with a couple of twists. There were stage hazards to avoid, like boulders, and, most importantly, skateboarding. One of the Turtles' favorite pastimes besides eating pizza. Much like the NES game and its Game Boy predecessor, running out of health led to your turtle being captured. But at the end of the stage,
It's weird the way you walk.
There were also more villains this time around, such as the Super Shredder, who was definitely more difficult than his movie counterpart. How much did that suck?
It's not bad. I saw it in theaters.
Number 7, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, SNES version.
Really? I'm gonna order that one. I saw I got the SNES.
While 3 versions of this game remain, you can skip the NES and Genesis versions, because the SNES version is where it's at. So, imagine Ryu finding 4 turtles covered in green ooze instead of a Splinter. We're sure he would have taught them the ways of the Hadouken so they could enter a tournament to take on and fight. Or, in this case, we mean Shredder.
Dude, what the heck?
Yes, there is actually a 2D fighting game that looks like a hybrid of Street Fighter 2 and Turtle Power, as they enter a tournament of all things to take on Shredder and other fighters, or go on a story quest to rescue April and Splinter, because the game needed a bit more of a plot beyond round 1, fight.
Oh my goodness. April, you
Number 6,
okay?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan.
From where? I never heard heard this before. Dude! Wow.
This was the very first handheld Ninja Turtles game. Sort of. There were a few electronic handhelds before it, complete with their monotonous beeps and lack of a coherent goal. Fall of the Foot Clan was the first handheld to contain some semblance of a story and a variety of levels, which you could complete in any order you wanted.
Oh my.
Overall, the game was simple but entertaining, with the predictable goal of rescuing April and familiar foes like Foot Soldiers, Shredder, and Krang. It was a good first step in the handheld direction and perfect for bandana-wearing fans with Game Boys.
Same sound from the...
Number 5, TMNT GBA version, 2007.
7. Oh my god.
Before Michael Bay, but after the 90s feudal Japan adventure, Our Heroes in a Half Shell had a CGI big screen adventure in 2007. This, of course, led to a video game tie-in, and we all know how well video games based on movies do.
Hey, I was just trying to break it to you easy.
Ubisoft's first foray into the sewers was actually okay, with cooperative gameplay and acrobatic segments similar to Prince of Persia. However, the Game Boy Advanced version went back to the brawler roots of the Konami TMNT games, and the 2D style was a perfect way to update the graphics and remind us how bossa nova Turtles games could be.
Not bad.
Number 4, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Hyperstone Heist.
I'm gonna play all these games.
The 90s, when we were at war with our friends over which console was better, the SNES or the Sega Genesis. This meant that we'd boast about the games we played. Mario versus Sonic,
Turtles in Time.
SNES Aladdin versus the Genesis one, or Turtles in Time versus the Hyperstone Heist. Hyperstone Heist, as you could probably guess, was the Genesis' answer to a Ninja Turtles game. As soon as the opening starts, it's easy to compare it to its SNES counterpart, from its similar story to its gameplay. But it did manage to stand out with longer levels and different enemies, including Tatsu from the first 2 live-action movies.
Tatsu? What?
Number 3, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Yes!
Project.
Yes! I remember playing that game. I still have it. NES. That was the best game I've ever played.
Hey dudes, who wants to go out and catch some waves? That's exactly what our heroes had planned at the start of our third pick. Clearly, they're not meant to ever leave the city because they don't get to stay in sunny Key West for long before Shredder hatches one of his nefarious schemes.
As always. Tonight I dine on turtle soup.
This time, he's turned Manhattan into a floating island. Oh, and of course he's captured April. Yada yada yada, let's go surfing. If there's one thing we remember about this game, besides the bodacious amounts of action of course, it's how we still managed to have gnarly battles while surfing across the water. Cowabunga!
Dude. I play this on black and white, just so you guys know.
Number 2,
And
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the arcade game.
Using their color games.
Let's be honest,
Yes.
this game set the standard for what we expected from a TMNT video game. Not just for the arcades, but for consoles as well.
The arcade,
Up to
yes.
4 players could play the arcade version, which meant you
Yes.
could complete the ultimate squad goals by having all of the turtles fight together.
Yeah.
With your friends and a roll of quarters at your side, or maybe 2, you could battle against classic villains like Bebop and Rocksteady as you set out to... save everyone's favorite yellow jumpsuited reporter and Rat Sensei. What can we say? It's what the Ninja Turtles do. Hang on, April! Before we finish off our totally tubular list, let's hold the anchovies for these honorable mentions.
From where? Help me guys, help me out here! All these games that I missed. I got to get them.
Number 1, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time.
Yes! Good game ever.
While the first arcade game got the ball rolling for the side-scrolling beat-em-up formula for our heroes in a half shell, Turtles in Time perfected it. For some reason, it just clicked in all the right ways. Was it because we got to travel to different historical eras? Was it the tweaks in gameplay, the improved graphics, the pizza power? Pizza power! Well, one thing's for sure, it perfectly captured the fun of the show and was oozing with energy and style. Turtles in Time kept everything that worked with its predecessor and made improvements and enhancements right where they needed it. Simply put, it's still the most radical Turtles adventure we've ever been on.
Love it. Number 1.
Do you agree with our list?
Your ninja skills are reaching their peak.
Which Ninja Turtles game did you have a shell of a time with?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
For more most excellent top 10s published every day,
Manhattan Island, something like that?
watchlogo.com.
Can't remember. I forgot. It's for NES. Which is really good though. I also love the Turtles in Time. Both arcade and Super NES. Which is really good. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I love that. That's cool. Guys, I'm going to end this right now because I'm running out of time here. Great. For me is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 from the NES. Something Manhattan. Project Manhattan, whatever. Well, I can't remember really. And second, I'll say the actual, the arcade for the Teenage Mutant TMNT 2 arcade play. It's it's 4 players. I like the arcade, but also for the NES, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. That was my second too, and I think the third one is the first one. It's so hard to play that game though. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna end this quick. If you like my reaction, hit the like button, subscribe, and share, and don't forget to comment below and tell me what you thought of these awesome top 10. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I agree. One thing. Turtle power. Okay, guys. This is Superhero Movie Reactor saying, until next time.